She has no job. Her job is blackmail and falsehood. And anybody in that profession, you should understand, you don't pay much attention to her. Look at the damages she's done to KBC, the cleanest up by our royal father of Ife, who represented the Odudua of Yoruba race. And what she has done to her boyfriend, she claimed Wasiani is her boyfriend.
Oh, the musician.
The musician. Look at the type of damages she has done against that young man. And she continued to claim again that it's her lover. She has no home in Nigeria. She dare not come to Nigeria. She claimed to whom that she lived in a rented flat, council flat, and she claimed to be rich. What property does she have to claim that she's rich? And the public will not know much about her. I've been privileged to see much of her. I was actually ready because I didn't know her when she was talking to me. And at the end of that was, Abba, I would like you to witness my honor program in Canada. I would like to, I will pay for your ticket, I will pay for your hotel. She told me all this. But I didn't go before God exposed her. Is she a journalist? She's not a journalist. She's a blackmailer. She's a blackmailer. She's not a journalist. She said, I don't know why she should be allowed to practice this bundle of destructive campaign against people.
From what we learned when he was using that Esabod woman as in Dublin or somewhere like that, what he was trying to say, the woman was saying some allegation like, oh, that you got angry with him because he was not joining you to sell some uranium or some natural resources in the wood. And that's true that he also made some very horrible queer allegation that you are sleeping with his wife. I mean, that was on and that was unheard for. What Esabod was saying, that we felt that the one who was paying the piper was the one trying to dictate the tune.
Well, €1,000, and I have the recording. Those who share the money with Esabod, Esabod got at me with your name, invited me to accompany her to Canada, where she said she was going to be honored. She was there to pay for my ticket, everything, but I declined it. She wanted me. I would like to go with you to Canada. When you take me there, you expose me to ridicule by using me for your sexual interest. I know that's why. He has often said that they said my thing was so sweet and strong. She saw hiding it. They said my thing is big. But that's not the issue now. we pray that.
I was surprised when I had that program, and I was like, "How did she got to you to this extent?" Because I'm so embarrassed myself.
You know, there was a program she had, and masquerade came out to attack her in London, and he said, "I have a copy of the film." That time was that I didn't know then that she has been paid to
damage you.
To damage me. At the same time, she wanted me when she saw my personality. I don't know how I look. People say I look good. I don't know. I don't see myself.
Because what I discovered is that she just used a kind of affectionate measures to lure you into her emotion and eventually damage the person.
I did not respond to all her entreaties. All I know is that I was so careful, but I know when she got to the stage of attacking the best Oba we have on of Ife, I then realized that she was paid. And now our members have confessed how they got money. I have the copy of that. There's another one that I just revealed that recently.
How did you feel with her character and the person, being an investigator yourself, when you discover who she was? How did you feel with that episode?
Do something else. I am going to court now. Diony's case has been in court. She's been banned, and I'm going to do the worst of actions against her. I am doing this. I'm putting money together, and I'm going back to London and where she is to take appropriate action and silence her. She's been abusing me. She still abused me about 6 weeks ago.
You don't mean it, sir?
Yes.
No, people don't listen to her again.
Oh, yes, she's lost a lot of her crowd. A lot.
Because the problem, what I get is that she says this today, then tomorrow she says another thing. Today she's friendly with this person, then tomorrow she come and say, you roll up more, you know, she's not consistent. That's what I want to say.
After abusing.
That's what I discovered, because she came to me trying to be friendly with me, and eventually I learned that she also abused me. There was a time she arranged somebody on a program. They said that you are the one that gave me money to buy camera to be damaging people all around.
Giving you money?
No, sir.
Your conscience.
No, sir. I was shocked and I was embarrassed, and it's like an arranged calling program.
This is strange.
And I was shocked, and at that time we tried reaching out to you, but we can't even get. We didn't know where you are until just recently we came back to Nigeria.
We thank God she has no job. Her job is blackmail and falsehood. And anybody in that profession, you should understand, you don't pay much attention to her. Look at the damages she's done to KBC, the cleanest of by our royal father of Ife, represented the Odudua of Yoruba race. And what she has done to her boyfriend, she claimed Wasiani is her boyfriend.
Oh, the musician.
The musician. Look at the type of damages she has done against that young man, and she continued to claim again that he's her lover. Well, that's what they live upon. She has no home in Nigeria. She dare not come to Nigeria. She claimed to whom that she lived in a rented flat, council flat, and she claimed to be rich. What property does she have to claim that she's rich? And the public will not know much about her. I've been privileged to see much of her. I've had the privilege to speak to the husband, who is another prominent Nigerian chief.
Oh, the husband again?
Yeah.
Were able to reach out to us?
To
him, sir?
To me and pleaded that I should not attach him to Esabod because...
Yeah, a strange husband.
Yes. So, well...
At the time, we also learned that I got a video from someone who said that she was even begging you to take her to Baba Obasanjo, to take her to Tinubu.
That's the beginning.
Was it a proposal or a...
She did meet with me that she knows I'm close to Obasanjo and that I can talk to many of these elder statesmen. She sought for my assistant to take her to Obasanjo, met Tinubu and some others, including the Minister for Interior. And I was actually ready. because I didn't know her when she was talking to me. And at the end of that was, Abba, I would like you to witness my honor program in Canada. I would like to, I will pay for your ticket, I will pay for your hotel. She told me all this. But I didn't go before God exposed her. I didn't know before then she has even said a lot of things against me.
Damaging things.
Damaging things. So people now got at me to show me. So I thank God that God exposed her. She said she didn't show me her breast when she was talking to me. God will judge it between me, her, and God and herself. Yes, she has that big thing packed in there, something, brought it out, but without attract me. It's true.
Just to seduce you, is it art of seduction, or is it just to capture your brain?
Me to really admire her.
Because it appears a lot of people felt that maybe she's looking for a new husband in you and all kind of a thing. You know, there are a lot of ways she enters into people. I think she's also, maybe we can call her a negative psychologist.
But 2 months ago, she still brought her that thing on her program, saying, "This is my something." Ogundokun said, "I show it. This is my something. It's big." This and that. Well, government will judge it. Did she show me a thing or not? And I have so many admirers.
It was also saying that you also show her your own thing and your sort of dirty things.
How do I remove my? You know, I wear agbada, buba, and sokoto. How do I bring out that thing from 3-layer agbada? It is not true. It is not true. I didn't show.
I was very embarrassed when I heard it, and I was like, "What kind of a woman?"
You know, one song by a barista, Abiola Ogundokun. Ogundokun tó ní wo ọmọ arókó ńlá ṣe dọlóore. So that
ọmọ arókó ńlá ṣe
dọlóore. That means that my thing is big and very sweet. I use it to really give them happiness. That she can translate to anything. That's what she's talking about.
And as you, as the chairman of the Lola, your family,
yes,
do the dako around.
Doubting the fact that the thing is big and sweet, but I don't give it to just anybody, not people like her.
Maybe she was even crazy for it, sir.
She wanted it. That's why she invited me to follow her to Canada at her own expense. My first time of talking to her, that was the time she has been talked to Obasanjo. I cannot deny Obasanjo is my good friend. And I met Tinubu Aburo Wani. Then I enjoy a lot of respect from Aregbesola. So if she now approached me and told me that people told her I have right of discussion with them, why should I? If a devil wants to change to be a good person, why should I refuse?
All those times you were in London and you saw all those things, how did you feel as a journalist? Did you feel that journalism was taking another?
Is she a journalist? She's not a journalist. She's a blackmailer. She's a blackmailer. She's not a journalist. She say, I don't know why she should be allowed to practice this bundle of destructive campaign against people. There is nobody that has crossed her path that she has not gone out to destroy. Look at what she did to Alaafin of Oya, and the wives have left Alaafin now. Look at what she did to Oni of Ife. I will fight and defend Oni any day. Oni is a gentleman. He's a God gift. God sent her, and she's doing all that God has asked. God sent him, and God is using him. He has been doing everything humanly possible to rebuild the image of the Yoruba race. Why she's working to destroy that image? She called him Oli, Chief, Gold. If I have a farm, and God give me gold and silver, I have a right to go into it, get license. In my farm, in Iwo today, are very big acres of mineral resources. In Iwo today, you know I have a farm.
Yeah.
We have a lot. We're already mining.
We went to farming 5 years ago, sir.
Yes. I have now yesterday, I can show you now my cashew nut plantation. They just took the photograph for me day before yesterday. My cassava, I made a lot of gari. We have the gari. If you ask them to, they can bring. Can you bring gari from our gari? Bring some gari.
That's the local gari, sir.
Smooth test that we made in
without stone. Good for drinking.
We chop you never feel. Let them bring it there. My yam is there.
Okay, you also have local yam.
2 big yam for Benga to take home.
2 big yam from your farm, Ogundokun farms. This is innovative because last year, when 4 years ago when you started, it was about Paki, and I think there was a time
we sell it in trailers, and that's part of the thing that sustained me. It was difficult in London to bring the yam now.
2 yam, 2 heavy yams. This is a good yam for I think this is good for pounded yam.
It's pounded yam. Put it there. No. Go and bring the big one like this. This is too small.
Let me just see that one. This is issue berefu. This is a very good yam. This is very heavy, sir. This is very heavy. This is heavy, sir. This is heavy yam. My God, this is very heavy. This is good yam indeed.
Yes. I went to be one say, my question is
oh, this is a very good yam. This issue wura too.
Okay.
This for pounded yam. My God. I'm very lucky. And look at the gari. This, you're going to put this in a leather. Let me just have a taste.
Leather.
This is very dry. I've seen some of very good packages like this in ShopRite and Jendo.
Every politician should go out farming.
Yeah.
Every good politician
who go out farming
should go into farming.
You're going to put it in the nylon. Yeah. My God. This is a very fantastic guy. No stone, nothing.
We eat from our farm. Pounded oil in go. Well, bring one drum or something like that.
You also do palm oil too, sir? Because
I have palm oil.
Many years ago, I went to Iwo and I saw a lot of women doing palm oil, and I was thinking that, do you do oil in Iwo?
I do oil. I have plantation, and I sell.
Let me even ask you, how is it easy for you to divert into farming? You just said that all politicians should go back to land and command the land, because you see in Yoruba land now today, let me be honest with you, during the coronavirus when you were in London, most of the selling and buying, we were the one doing the buying. The northerners were bringing the selling. We buy the lettuce from them, tatashe from them, tomato from them, ewuro from them, even the what they call it, onions, rice, beans, even up to carrots. So are you now using your own experience to tell politicians that instead of using money to fight battles, win elections and misbehave in power, everybody should just go back to the land economy?
It is the greatest security, economic security. If you go to farming and you are broke, you don't need to beg for money. Go to your farm, take what you want to eat. Behind you, in your home, all spare land there, use it for something. Like yesterday, I was telling them to come and plant a wuru in the front of the house. When you have it, when you are broke, all you need to do is to go and take some oil, do everything you want to do. It is better.
Organic.
So, it's very, if the government is to help us, they should force and make sure that everybody has a particular. It's a very reliable economic venture, because let me tell you one thing. When there was Nigerian Biafra war, You remember what happened to food?
But I think Chief Abiola said they should withdraw food, that if you want to fight your enemy, you should not give him food.
So the enemy is fighting to plant something to sustain themselves. So if we involve ourselves into Greek now, we are protecting the danger of starvation. Because anybody will just go to his farm and take something. If you don't, you become a buyer. Then you are a victim of oppression and hunger. Look at Hausa man, he's not thinking about how much money their boss stole, but they are thinking of making money from farms.
But let's even go to the issue of security. You look at the farm. The biggest challenge now in Nigeria is that you said we should go back to the farm, but look at what is happening. We are now in the farm, but the hard men are now coming. They bring their cows, they destroy the farm produce. Then when you react, there is a attack, and in most cases, just day for yesterday, they said they captured almost 47 in Ogun area of Ibadan, hard men with AK-47. Now, what is your position on Amotekun? Do you support that security, the West Nigerian security outfit called Amotekun, and do you think it can work with time?
We should support Amotekun and ensure the caliber of people recruited to take part in that operation. And the leadership should also be careful of using them for their political interest. Give them the freedom to operate without any iota of selfish interest. So, Amotekun, if the idea muted and the policy is respectively adhered to, I believe it is the best operation. Like when we had Agbekoya, they were given free hand to operate. But those that would be considered for leading must be those who have no secret alliance to any leadership, but to the Yoruba race.
Okay. They must not have allegiance, they must not pay allegiance to an individual, but to the cause of the Yoruba people.
Yes.
Of southwestern Nigeria.
Yes.